Assalamualaikum everyone. Today, our group will be presenting about upcoming innovations in diagnostic microbiology that can make lab work much easier but still keep the result accurate, reliable, and uncontaminated. Let me start first with a lab in a pill. So, what exactly is a lab in a pill? A lab in a pill is a swallowable diagnostic capsule equipped with advanced microtechnology that can perform laboratory tests inside the body, especially within the GIT. Then I will be focusing on the use of lab in a pill of gastrointestinal diagnostics. So how does this pill actually work? First, the capsule contains a wireless transmitter that can send data or images directly to an external device such as smartphone using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. When the patient swallows the pill, it travels down the esophagus, enters the stomach, and moves naturally along the gastrointestinal tract. Inside the stomach, the pill can even gain small amount of energy from stomach movement and acidity, allowing it to continue functioning. While moving, it continuously detects physiological changes such as pH, temperature, chemical markers, or any foreign substance. After completing its journey, the pill is excreted naturally through feces. Now, let's look at the advantages of the lab in a pill. First, it is non-invasive and painless. Second, it provides high diagnostic accuracy. Third, there is no need for hospital admission. Fourth, it is fast and reduces laboratory workload. However, there are some limitations. Firstly, it is expensive. Secondly, it is not very suitable for children, as swallowing the capsule may be difficult. Third, there is a rare risk of capsule retention. And lastly, the capsule has battery limitations.
Next, we move to the second future trend in diagnostic microbiology, which is clean tech lab. Clean tech lab refers to laboratory benches and surfaces that are designed with antimicrobial materials such as silver ion coatings, copper nanosurfaces, smart UV integrated surfaces, photocatalytic materials, and antimicrobial polymers. These materials can disrupt microbial cell membranes, allowing continuous killing of bacteria, and some surfaces also have embedded UV LEDs that activate critically to prevent microbial growth. Why does clean tech lab matter for the future? Because in microbiology lab, we deal with shared equipments, contaminated batch surfaces, aerosols, and human error. So, this clean tech lab can reduce contamination events, improve biosafety for lab staff, and lowers overall cleaning workload. These are disadvantages. These technologies can be costly and complex to produce, sometimes have compatibility issues, and require difficult maintenance. They also work slower than manual sterilization. Some surfaces take minutes to hours to kill the microbes, so it cannot provide instant sterilization.
Today, we will look at how robotic arms are transforming microbiology through automated plate streaking. Robotic arms are designed for plate streaking automate the process of spreading the microorganism on other plates. This system imitates the motion of a trained laboratory technician by using a precise programmed movement that ensure the consistent at streaking the pattern. The robotic are typically fixed up a sterile loop or use an integrated disposable loop system. It then will perform the standardized streaking patterns such as quadrant streaks or zigzag streaks to isolate the bacterial colony effectively. Sensors and software guide the motion to ensure the reproducibility and reducing human error. The system improves the workflow by increasing the throughput, maintaining the sterility, and ensuring uniform results across the multiple plates. There are two pros and two cons of automatic and robotic lab. First, it has a higher accuracy and precision. Next, increased efficiency and speed. For the pros, for the con, it can hide the initial cost and require a skilled personnel.
In the past, diagnosing illness required blood tests or long laboratory procedure, but today, science is moving forward with faster and easier way to detect illness. One fascinating example of this progress is breath analysis, a method that uses nothing more than a single breath to reveal what's happening inside the body. Breath analysis is the process of identifying illness by examining the molecule in the exhaled air. Our breath actually carries hundreds of chemicals, including volatile organic compounds, gases, and tiny aerosols. During an infection, this chemical change. This breath analysis is simple, fast, and non-invasive tool in modern medicine. Breath analysis functions similar to a high-tech version of breath smelling. With machine, they are more accurate than our nose. First, take breath sample by the patient just breathe into a device. The machine then take the breath and do chemical analysis. meaning it looks for a tiny chemical in the breath that our body releases when we are sick. So after that, advanced sensor or AI study the pattern of this chemical. The AI helps identify different chemicals that produce from different infections. Finally, a doctor interprets the result, combining it with symptom and medical history to make the final decision about what illness the patient might have and what treatment is needed. So, breath analysis is a fast, painless way to detect infection just by breathing into a device without needles or long lab tests. Breath analysis has many advantages that make it a promising tool in healthcare. First, it is a completely non-invasive, meaning patients do not need needle, swab, or other uncomfortable procedure. This also makes it painless and comfortable, which is particularly useful for children, elderly patients, or anyone who is anxious about medical tests. The test is very fast, often providing results in a second or minute, which is much quicker than traditional laboratory tests. It also does not require chemical reagent or complicated lab. Because of its simplicity and easy to use, breath analysis is suitable for patients of all age, including those who may have difficulty with conventional tests. Finally, many breath analysis devices are portable and scalable, meaning they can be used in hospital, clinic, airport, or even remote area, making large-scale screening and monitoring more feasible. Despite its many advantages, breath analysis also has some limitations. First, it is still an early-stage technology, so many devices and methods are not yet fully approved for routine clinical use. The chemical signal in breath, called VOCs, can be influenced by diet, medication, smoking, or environmental factors, which can affect the accuracy of the test. Currently, there is no universal standard for collecting and analyzing breath samples, so results can vary between laboratories.